Hello my friends, it's good to see you. Today we are working on a very awesome hat. Doesn't look like a hat yet, does it? We're going to have to do some work to turn it into one. First step is to have someone print out the frog hat for you. Then you need to collect your materials. You need a piece of printer paper, scissors, green crayons, markers, or colored pencils. I like colored pencils. And some glue. Step number 1 is, after you've collected your materials and printed your hat, is to cut out the frog and the strip that you see down here. So I'm going to do that. And working carefully. Turn my When I cut, I always hold the scissors in the same direction and I turn my paper. And that helps me get in those corners. And my hand always stays right in the position it needs to be for cutting. All right. Put this in my scrap pile, and I need to cut these apart. Cut the two pieces apart. Now, what I want to do is I want to make sure that my hat is big enough for my head. And so, okay. I cut the two pieces apart. Now, I want to take my strip, and I'm going to play a fun game. First step is I want to cut each one of the pieces of the life cycle off. So I have my eggs, my tadpole, my froglet, and my frog. And I'm going to mix them all up. And now I have to try to remember when I'm making my hat, what is the order of the frog life cycle. But before I do that, I'm going to put these to the side. Before I do that, I want to make sure that my hat is big enough to fit on my head. So that's where my white piece of paper comes in. I need to take my frog and I'm going to measure a piece of paper that will connect to the rest of this hat. So what I'm doing is I'm lining it up at the bottom of the paper and I'm going to make a little mark of where I need to cut across. So the frog hat is about that thick. So I'm going to make a strip and drag my pencil all the way down and cut. All right, so this will need to be green. So I'm going to color it in green. If you want to leave yours white, you're more than welcome to also leave yours white. But I want mine to match the front of the hat. I'm going to do 2 different colors just because I like to blend. All right, and now it's time to measure. So I'm going to put them together, and I'll put glue on one end. And I need to make sure that this hat is going to be big enough, so I might need another strip. I might not. I put some glue on the end, and I'm going to connect. Now it's time to measure. So I'm going to wrap it all the way around. And it looks like mine needs another strip. Yours might be just right for your head. I think this might be just right for Zevi's head. So I'm actually going to leave it with 1 strip so that way Zevi can wear it. Now I need to put down my life cycle puzzle pieces. So let's clean up our workspace and let's decide, what comes first? the eggs. So I'm going to get my glue again, put it on the back of the eggs, and I'll put that piece first on my paper. Now I need to think what came next. The eggs hatched into the tadpole. Let's put glue on the back of that. And we'll add it to our hat. I have my eggs and I have a tadpole. The eggs hatched into a tadpole. And then I remember that the tadpole grows back legs and then front legs. The froglet. That one must be next. And finally, the eggs, which have hatched into tadpoles and then turned to froglets, mature into an adult frog. And the last step is making sure that my hat is on. So I'll wrap it around. I'm going to add some glue to this green side. And then you can have maybe a parent or a brother or sister help wrap it around your head and measure just as much as you need to make sure that your frog hat will fit. Have fun, everyone!